Our vocal cords warmed up is conductor extraordinaire Jonathan Welch, who joins us now. Very good morning.
Good morning.
To you.
Great to be with you.
Tell us about the new campaign, A Country in Chorus.
It's part of Australians for Mental Health, which has been created by Professor Pat Mulgorry, who of course is very well known for his work creating Origin and doing amazing work in the youth mental health space. But in particular, Pat and a whole group of people wanted to create this project, Australians for Mental Health, to try and meet the gap between where people are not quite meeting the needs for state services and they're beyond perhaps public health services as well too. So there's 1.2 million people in Australia that are kind of falling through that gap. So that's the basis of Australians for Mental Health. My own arts charity called Play It Forward is a collaborator with this project, and Maggie Beer is one of the ambassadors as well too. And we decided to try and get people singing. Because that's such a great leveler, and it brings everybody together, and it doesn't matter what your background is, everybody can share their voice together. And of course the work I've done over many years, creating Sydney Street Choir, in fact 22 years ago, and Choir of Hard Knocks, of course, who are well known through television as well too, are calling out for people in the country to record their own version of a really great classic, Lean On Me.
Which is great. Yeah, as you mentioned there, your work with the Sydney Street Choir, you brought them together to launch the campaign. Why was that so important?
I think the demographic of the people that are represented in Sydney Street Choir obviously are very vulnerable, and there's a great proportion of them who are dealing with mental health issues as well too. And it doesn't matter what your age, what your background is, mental health doesn't discriminate. It can happen to everybody and for all sorts of reasons. Bad things happen to good people sometimes. And what we're trying to do is use the universal language of music to be able to bring people together to share this message and hopefully record their own version that might be in the car. Hopefully they've got their hands on the driving wheel where they're recording it. It might be in the bathroom. It might be with a choir or a singing group. But we want them to record their voices singing Lean On Me and post it to social media with the hashtag Country in Chorus.
Fantastic. And we're so happy that you've taken the time to come in to see us today. You're going to join the choir now. For more information, head to afmh.org.au. And now the Sydney Street Choir, along with Jonathan, is going to take it away with Lean On Me.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. That you understand, we all need somebody to lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just hold on me, brother. When you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on.